We're going to be the wild side of Mission today on The Express. On today's show,
I have seen a deer swim the river.
Eco Adventures and the Fraser River Safari.
This was on my bucket list of things to do.
The straw has to stand. Like, that's the rule. That's a milkshake.
Famous milkshakes at Rocko's Diner.
This milkshake is so good, I won't even try to describe it.
The life's work of First Nations carver George Hemeon.
Mission Springs Brewery and Pub is a unique destination.
Mission Springs Brewery. See that and more local expression.
Great, that's great fun.
Welcome to The Express. I'm Johanna Ward, and this is our Mission Neighborhood Special, featuring the artists, the environmentalists, and the eateries that call this community home. Up first with our Cultus Lake Big Summer feature, we're rolling back the clock with milkshakes and roller skates at Rocko's Diner.
Big Summer is brought to you by Cultus Lake Water Park, BC's #1 water park.
Rocko's was established July 11th, 1956.
When you walk into Rocko's Diner in Mission, it's like taking a step back in time.
We didn't turn ourselves into a 50s diner. We are a 50s diner.
There you go, Polly.
Thank you, dear.
Everybody knows Betty.
What's an old-fashioned diner without an authentic diner waitress?
I started here in 1987.
Betty's been here forever. Betty actually, I think she started off in the service industry as like a roller girl, and she has the legs to prove it.
Oh, way, way back when you could take it out to the cars on the trays, put it on the windows.
Betty is, a classic diner waitress.
Betty's seen the customers she used to serve as teenagers grow up and start their own families.
Everybody's family in here.
At Rocko's, you don't just get old-fashioned service, you get a whole lot of food.
The portions are big. At Rocko's, the motto is go big or go home, and it's big. It's big.
Including Rocko's famous poutine.
All right, we'll start over here with the fries. Make sure we get them all in the basket. And then we just put one package of cheese on here. Here we go. And ladle of gravy here. It's right up here in the window.
And people here wash their poutine down with a thick Rocko's milkshake.
We have over 20 flavors, and we allow mixing and matching. So you can do like a couple flavors. So you can do like chocolate banana, pineapple strawberry.
Debbie, now you have a personal record for milkshake making.
Yeah, I did 30 milkshakes in 20 minutes. Just gotta pump them out there. That's the test. The straw has to stand. Like, that's the rule. That's a milkshake.
This milkshake is so good, I won't even try to describe it in my voiceover. Good old-fashioned food and service makes for lifelong customers.
I've been coming here for 25 years. I just come down and, have coffee and a burger with my friends, and no other place like it in Mission.
Always friendly. I mean, I don't go for the Betty Boop, but she is a good Betty, yeah.
Every day you think you've heard it all, there's something new. So I don't think I could retire. It'd be hard to do.
Betty is an institution here in Mission, just like Rocko's. And if you're lucky, she'll insist you sit down for a burger, fries, and a milkshake. I'm Bianca Solterbeck in Mission for The Express.
Big Summer is brought to you by Cultus Lake Water Park, BC's #1 water park.
Rocko's has been used in movies and commercials, and once a film crew from England cast Betty in a commercial where she played herself. You're watching our Express Mission Neighborhood Special. And to really understand this community and the people who live here, you can't stay indoors. So up next, it's all about Mission's wild side on the Fraser River Safari.
It's called the fastest circle tour on the Fraser River.
The Papa Wheelie on the water is to show off what the riverboat can do.
Everybody still on board? Okay.
I loved it. It was awesome.
It's also a testament to the fun-loving tour guides that run the Fraser River Safari. Joanne runs the eco tours with her husband Rob, a welcome change from her previous career in banking.
Well, my office is a lot better, I have to say that. It is being outside, hanging out with people, having fun, showing them the area. How much better can it be than that?
Today's group is a great example.
We wanted to do something local.
A mix of locals and out-of-towners.
We are from near Nashville, Tennessee, and we are thoroughly enjoying our visit to this area.
Serendipitous for Jean when she was invited along.
This was on my bucket list of things to do.
And for our shop crew when I invited us.
Did you hear that, cameraman Rob? Picnic. We just made some new friends.
Yeah, yeah, and we share. You can have half a sandwich or whatever.
We want to see the history, see the Fraser River, hear the history, and so on.
This is one of the last natural habitats for the great white sturgeon. The river has been the lifeblood of the province for hundreds, thousands of years. You can't help but feel that when you're on it. The wildlife here, just the sounds of the river, it's incredible. You have to be in touch with it. They call it the rhythm of the river, and when you feel it, you can't help but be hooked.
That's the real wild side of the Fraser River Safari Tour.
You get back in touch with what it was like before you had cell phones and computers. There's bears on the shoreline, there's eagles. It's nature at its finest.
That's great fun, exciting, and informative.
History, scenery, and some eco-friendly, soft adventure.
Big whitewater thing turning around in a circle was just awesome. It was so exciting. That was the fun part of the trip.
Fraser River Safari trips run year-round. The average tour is about 3 hours, and yes, you're welcome to make jokes about Gilligan. Now, this week on the calendar, Summer Solstice and National Aboriginal Day. And up next on our Mission Special, we're meeting First Nations carver George Hemeon.
With each cut of the blade, George Hemeon can feel the raven's ancient spirit come alive.
What's flowing through your head goes out to your hands and to the knife and onto the wood. And that really is just informed by what your lens is and your worldview, and that's impacted by all media.
George is a descendant of the Salish First Nation, and like his ancestors did for thousands of years, he masterfully shapes wood into cultural artifacts.
Integrated just more detail into the bear and the salmon piece. I haven't yet carved the salmon, but there'll be a salmon here. Just sort of this, it's an element of Salish culture that I wasn't quite in tune with. And I found that, in carving, and it provided an opportunity to connect with all sorts of different people. So that really was the initial drive.
Each piece is carved by hand using old-fashioned wooden tools, pieces like this 4-foot paddle, which is traditionally used in dance ceremonies.
Integrates things like abalone, which sort of connects us with the sea. There's also a human face in it, as sort of like a motherly type figure, or Mother Nature looking over us, and then a handful of different modernized Salish forms.
George also uses modern colors in his designs.
It's a speaker mask or like a portrait mask. It would have been used by our Siams or our chiefs, people held in high regard.
And every carving tells a story.
Along with the lessons and the teachings around the mythology, I still have a lot to learn in that regard, but as I am told and taught different stories, I try to translate and integrate them into the art that I do.
So people can experience an integral part of Canada's history, or at the very least, appreciate beautiful art for what it is.
Whether it's over a wine and cheese at a gallery opening or just going by and seeing it, that note of appreciation and in a positive way is really what you hope to achieve. But at the very core of it, you want people to take from it what they will, and that's essentially it.
I'm Tim Chung in Mission for The Express.
George's latest exhibition is being held at the Mission Arts Center, and it runs to July 2nd. You can find out more information at his website. You're watching The Express, and we have more special talents that call Mission home coming up.
After the break, a taste of Greece at Eleni's restaurant. Mission Springs brewmaster Tim Brown.
His personality is as big as his beer.
The Express. We are your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.